Hey guys, about to start round 2 of the Modern Daily event with our budget Modern Zombies deck. In round 1, we lost out to the Ad Nauseam deck, but it was a pretty closely fought battle. We won game 2, um, and it all really came down to losing a die roll in game 1, and our opponent having an incredible hand in game 3. So our deck performed pretty well. It just didn't happen. Combo decks are bad matchup for aggro anyway. Hopefully we get some different opponents in the next few rounds that aren't Amulet Bloom or the Ad Nauseam combo, and so we'll start that game here in a second. All right, we're about to see what our pairing is for round 2. We'll see how that goes. There's a small chance we get a bye, which wouldn't be very exciting. Okay, we did not. We lost the die roll again, which is a little sad, but these things happen. Opponent deciding whether or not to play first. He may not actually be here. The first round took a while to end. A few people almost took it all the way to the 50-minute time limit. So I think I'm going to go ahead. I'll pause the recording until he... Oh, no, he's here. There he is. And we've got a really nice hand. That I'm really happy with. No removal, but we're going to curve out pretty nicely. I think is correct grammatically, nicely. And we'll go with this. Yeah, we'll turn 1, Diagraph. Turn 2, either Timurid or Rakdos Guildmage. Turn 3, Geralf's Messenger. It's pretty nice. Okay, looks like Affinity. Opponent is playing especially slow for a turn 1 play, so either that means our opponent may just be slow or may have a lot to do on turn 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, Blinkmoth Nexus is one of the best manlands ever, since it can have flying and be activated for 1. It can actually activate itself too for things like cranial plating, just to pump a creature even more. Since it doesn't have to tap, well, obviously, to become a manland. And if you have more than one Blinkmoth creature, it can also pump the other Blinkmoth creature, which sometimes is relevant. The only other Blinkmoth creature is the Blinkmoth creature with Infect, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Okay. Vault Scourge. It's a pretty nice little artifact creature. But man, is our opponent slow. We'll be siding in Rakdos Charms, obviously, in this matchup. Drawing that removal is nice. And we'll play out our Ghoul. Probably side out our Dreadbores and side in all of our Rakdos Charms, since they can kill basically every creature in this deck. Springleaf Drum is the biggest issue in a deck like this. It's just a ridiculous card. Yeah, and we're going to have to kill that ASAP, and we will next turn and just swing for 2. That's our plan. He's already down to 3 cards in his hand. That's a nice thing about Affinity, is if you can survive their first wave, you can probably win. All right, another Messenger, doesn't hurt. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll hit this. It can put a +1/+1 counter on all of his artifact creatures, so that's a huge problem, especially with a dude with lifelink. So we'll terminate it. Also lowers his artifact count for his cranial platings and stuff, and kill it before an Arcbound Ravager shows up too, which is nice. Yeah, our opponent is a very slow player. I apologize for that. I'll try to fill in the gaps with interesting information, but it's harder to do when our opponent takes this long. I guess we can talk more about Springleaf Drum and how ridiculous it is. Okay, well, we're going to swing now that we can. But yeah, Springleaf Drum just, these decks play so many creatures out, and it can produce any color of mana. Some of their creatures are 0 mana too, so it's like nothing, for them to tap a creature. This guy may have been one of the people who almost went to the 50-minute limit. It's kind of cool. He has a username that matches his logo, Slicer Fleischer, and he's got a dude, Krenko, Mob Boss specifically, sporting a very large knife there. Really don't want to see cranial plating right now. I mean, if we draw another removal spell, unless we see a Ravager, we're probably going to save our removal spell for the creature that he tries to put cranial plating on. Luckily, I mean, if we get this Guild Mage out there, which may just be the play next turn, even though the Messenger's better in most situations. Okay, Edge Champion's annoying. Certainly. He can block all day and all night. Thought Cast, probably. Yeah. So he's reloading a little. So, Edge Champion's a problem. Can't kill it even when we sideboard stuff in. That's one of the cooler arts I think a card has ever had. Okay, I think I will play our Gravecrawler. As well as our Guild Mage. Our Guild Mage can take out his creatures if we needed to. The Messengers will be nice because the Etch Champion can kill it once from blocking, but not a second time. But the Guild Mage killing that Scourge is probably going to be pretty important going forward. Because that with the cranial plating on it right now would gain him 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 life, something like that. And we don't want him to gain life at all. It'd be nice to draw a land so that we can kill the Vault Scourge, basically. Okay, Ravager is a huge problem, as you probably know if you've played much Modern. It's especially because the Ravager can put tokens onto the Vault Scourge, counters rather, onto the Vault Scourge, and that's bad news for us. So, yeah. Interesting to see if he swings at the champion, too. I think as of now, if I draw a land, I would still kill the Scourge, because life gain is the biggest problem for us if we want to win this game. And if he wants to sacrifice things and put counters on the Scourge, that's okay. It's not awesome, but it could work out for us okay. It's hard to say, though, if that's the ideal move here. All right, unfortunately, we did not draw the land. That would have been nice, but the Death Baron's also pretty nice right here, so we're going to play it. Gives all our dudes Death Touch, which the S Champion doesn't care about, unfortunately. But his other creatures certainly care. So we're just gonna swing in with our I think we're just gonna swing in with our 2/3/3s. I would swing in with the Gravecrawler too if I had the mana to replay him, but I don't. And I'd like to have that damage on the table for next turn. So his champion will block one of them. No, he's just going to take 6. Okay. That may mean he can just win with his Vault Scourge next turn. Let's see. 1, 2, turn that into an artifact. 3, turn that into an artifact. 4, Ink Moth Nexus. That's the other one, by the way. Turn that into an artifact. 5. So no, he can't just win. It would be a big problem, certainly, but he wouldn't just win. So, kind of surprised he didn't block with his champion. I have a feeling this guy's not super familiar with his deck, based on how slowly he's playing, and based on the fact that he didn't block with his Protection from All Colors champion. He wouldn't have lost anything if he did. There's nothing I could do. I was tapped out. So it's pretty strange. He sure has drawn a lot of lands for a affinity deck, which might be good for us. Next turn, it'd be great to draw land so we can play out Timuret is probably what I would play because his reach could end up being hugely important in this game. A removal spell would be really nice too. Okay, Ink Mothing. That does infect damage, which can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't kill us yet, but in 2 swings it could. Like he can swing once with it this turn, and then next turn kill us with the Inkmoth Nexus. So that's bad. It's a good reason for us to leave mana up for our Rakdos Guildmage if we draw a 4th land, now that I think about it. Of course, we have to draw the 4th land for that to be viable. If we don't, probably still play Timuret. Yeah. So, yeah, it's rare to see an affinity player play this slowly. Oh, right, he can pump his Blinkmoth creatures. I forgot about that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we might be dead right away, actually. Maybe not. We're going to get 3 infect. Okay, wait a second. Swing with everything. Yeah, I like that. Go back. Oh, man. That would have been a beautiful thing if he had swung with everything for us. I was going to say, wait. That means we win. All right, it's going to come down to what we draw here. A 4th land is going to be pretty huge. It's what we really need to make things work for us here. We got it. We still might not win, of course, but getting it is hugely beneficial at this point. Trying to think if it can help us survive or not. I mean, we're going to give the thing -2/-2. Whatever it is, if he tries to kill us with the Ink Moth, we can give it -2/-2, but he can pump it twice, so it'll be a 1/1, a 2/2, like if he wants to sacrifice all his artifacts, a 3/3, a 4/4, 5/5, 6/6. So it wouldn't kill us if we keep our mana up for our Guildmage, but that's assuming he doesn't play another artifact. The other thing is, if I swing here and he just takes again, we can just win it. The question is, wait a second, do I just win it if I swing with everything? I may be overthinking things, huh? If I swing with everything, he takes 3, 6, 8. No, we can't. We cannot win it. If we make a dude with our Rakdos Guildmage, he'll take 9, but we'll be tapped out. We can do 10 to him 2 different ways this turn, but we can't do 11 to him. So there's no point. I'm not going to swing with everything. Let me look at this again. I may be doing the math wrong. He's definitely going to block if I swing with everything, which would reduce his artifact count by 1 too. I'd also be gaining 1 life though. So yeah, we don't have any way to kill him. So I think we leave the mana up to try to survive an Inkmoth Nexus strike. And we swing with our 3/3/3s. The danger with swinging with the Guildmage, now that I think about it though, is he could double block it if he wanted to, making our other strategy less viable. And actually, we would just be dead if he kills our Rakdos Guildmage. So it's probably not worth the risk. So we're just going to swing in with these 2. Because we need to keep the Guildmage online to have any hope of winning. And if I were him, I probably would double block the Guild Mage if I'd swung with it. It's hard to know if our opponent would have done that, but I'm hoping he just takes the 6 again. That was pretty nice. No, okay, yeah, that time he was smarter about it. So he takes 3. We're not going to recast our Gravecrawler because we desperately need to keep our mana up. It's too bad he's a colored creature because the -2/-2 can't kill that. So yeah, I mean, he's going to try to kill us with his Nexus. Is my guess. He's going to try to poison us out. If he has an artifact, which is pretty likely, I think we die anyway. But if he doesn't play an artifact this turn, we could survive. If I'm doing the math right, and that's an artifact. Okay. I think we lose now no matter what. Trying to decide, I think I'll just do it now. I'll let it become the 1/1 creature, and then I'll hit it with our Guild Mage's ability. I think we also side in our flying zombie that we have in our sideboard. Okay, so it's a 2/2. We'll just let him do everything first, and then hit it. It's a 3/3. I think we might actually be able to survive a turn, because he didn't turn it into an artifact. So we might be okay here. We'll see. He cannot sack everything to it and pump it. When I was calculating earlier, I was thinking he could. And he can't, so that's good news for us. We're not going to declare any blockers because we can't. We are going to shrink him, though. We'll discard, I guess, one of our messengers. It's hard to decide here for sure, but I think that's what we want to do. I think we can actually win this turn, depending on what he does right here, because we're going to swing with everything, and especially if he's tapping another creature right now, and he is. Now I think we can win. Yeah, he's going to start feeding things to his Ravager. Now I think we win, unless I'm doing the math wrong here. The Rakdos Guild Mage's -2/-2 still hasn't kicked in, keep in mind. It's on the bottom of the stack, but it'll kick in before we take damage. So, and he already sacked his Ravager, so he can't make it any bigger, so I think this game's ours. I mean, we're going to swing with everything and just drop our Messenger to drain him the last 2. So, some not great play from our opponent. Looks like it's going to give us game 1 here. And we're all right with that. I am anyway. Maybe you're not, but I'm all right with it. Okay, so yeah, we just swing with everyone and play out a messenger. He's tapped out. We have nothing to fear. So we could also make a goblin and swing with everyone, but we're just going to do it like this. Did I do the math wrong? I did. I don't know what I was thinking. Shit. My bad. I was thinking he would block. I guess I was assuming he'd block the Death Baron because it's a bigger problem. So yeah, I don't think we are going to win here. This Nexus has 3 counters on it. 5. Okay. Knock him to 3. Damn. Okay. I don't think I have a way of winning here. I don't have the mana to sack 2 dudes to Timuret. I just have the mana to sack 1. So this is a 3/3, 4/4, 5/5. Actually, I think we can buy ourselves another turn. We can. Because we still have our Rakdos Guildmage's ability. And he sacked his Ravager, so unless he has another Ravager in his hand, which would be bad news, this can only become a 5/5, which would put us at 11, but we can give it -2/-2. So we still can win. We have to not play anything again to make it happen, but we can still win. Well, he already went to combat, which I think might have been a mistake on his part. So, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that mistake. Oh, I could have played my Gravecrawler for my graveyard. I also made a mistake. So, Cranial Plating's in play now. So we've just got to win right now, and I think we can now. I can kill his blocker at the end of his turn, his Vault Scourge. He can make some more blockers, though. We have to draw a land to just win instantly. I think. Do we? Yes. Because he can definitely make some more blockers here. But most of them would die, is the good news. So we still haven't lost either. Top deck a Lightning Bolt. How about that? That'd be nice. I think that I just hold on to what's in my hand and don't do anything at the end of his turn. That's not a Lightning Bolt, unfortunately. I can also kill one of his blockers. Shit. This is a hard situation. We're going to play a Gravecrawler for my sideboard, which we should have, our graveyard, which we should have done last time. And if we had, we would actually win the game, or be more likely to win the game this turn at least. Trying to decide if it's worth it to swing with the Guildmage and the Diagraph Ghoul, worth the risk. It may be. I mean, our opponent's hand's empty. If I swing with all of them, all the guys, and he doesn't animate like his Nexus or his, he can just kill us with the Nexus now. So I doubt he's going to animate the Nexus. He'll animate it next turn and then put Cranial Plating on it. So I think we just swing with everything. I think that's what we have to do. It's the only way we can win. If we get even 1 damage through, we win the game. So Of course, he's going to gain 1 life too, but we don't have a hope otherwise. We didn't draw anything that can kill this Nexus before he puts the plating on it. This won't kill it before he puts the plating on it. It'll be a 3/3. So we just got to go with everybody. Let's see, if I kill this blocker with my Rakdos Guildmage's ability right now, he still has 3 blockers. Yeah, we're swinging with everything, seeing where the dust settles. Yeah, that's our plan. Everyone swings. Really wish I'd played that Gravecrawler last turn. It was pretty foolish that we didn't. Okay, he's making one of them a blocker. If he makes another one a blocker, no, he won't. Should have just used my Guildmage's ability right there. Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to play other stuff that I need to play. Yeah, so he's going to survive. Most unfortunately for us. We do lower his artifact count, but I mean we need only 4 more poison counters to die, so. Really wish we'd gotten some more removal in this matchup. Hopefully we do in game 2. So we're getting 2 artifacts out of the way. Looks like he's going to take down our Guild Mage. Ah! Or he'll do that. In which case we are just going to kill the... We'll kill it and discard our Guild Mage. We want as many artifacts as possible to die right here. I don't think it's going to buy us the much needed time that we need. How many artifacts did he play? He has 4 plus 5. Yeah, so we're dead. We do lose this game. We got him low. Couldn't get removal or a lightning bolt, anything like that, and that cost us. Hopefully we can win game 2. We're going to side in Rakdos Charms, which I think will make a pretty serious difference. Rakdos Charm is just good against this deck for a lot of reasons. Yep. And now we die to poison. Poison counters. Kind of hate them. No blockers. We'll also side in our flying zombie, since it can at least block that thing and stave off death for a little while. Stromgold Crusader, yeah. So we want our Crusaders. We don't want our stockpile. We want our Rakdos Charms badly. We lose our Dread Boars, I think. You know, we need to be able to kill those Blink Moth, Ink Moth lands. And I think we actually Anathemancer is pretty good in this matchup. All of his lands are non-basic, basically, so we're bringing that in. And we're going to trim all of our Executioners. You know, try to streamline this deck a little bit more, make it even cheaper. What do we cut from this, though? We want the bolts for sure, the Grave Callers, the Dagger of Ghouls, the Crusaders, the Guild Mages, the Charms, the Terminates. We want Timoret. Maybe we only side in 2 Anathemancers. I mean, the question is whether Geralf's Messenger is better in this matchup. It probably is. I might have won that game, actually, if I played the Geralf Messenger early instead of some of the other plays I made. I think we're just going to side in 2 Anathemancers. Keep the Geralf's Messengers. Anathemancers, another card we can top deck in the late game when our opponent's at 3 that can kill him. So it might increase our chance of winning. I would like to play first. Okay, it's a pretty good hand. It's not incredible, but I like it. It would be nice to see some of our removal. Something we sorely missed last game, getting only 1 Terminate. So we really like to see it this time around. We'll play Timoret turn 2, Death Baron, and just hope to beat him down faster than he can beat us down. Fortunately, we don't have a 1-drop, but that's okay. I'm just hoping to top deck 3 Rakdos Charms in a row right here. 3 Lightning Bolts would be about as good. There's a large number of things that would be pretty good right here. Yeah, I'd love to just get rid of that thing because it's such a nuisance. Okay, Memnite. Yeah, that's bad. It's going to make mana already. Plays Vault Scourge again, probably. Now he's adding white. Signal Pest. Okay. Pretty annoying. I don't want to take damage until I have to take damage. So I'm going to play Timoret with the Swamp instead of the Blood Crypt. And we'll pass the turn. Come on, Rakdos Charm. Another Memnite. Yeah. So he can hit us for 2 this turn at minimum. Okay, and there's a Ravager already, too. Yeah, we're in trouble in this one for sure. No way around that fact. We really need to hit some removal or a Rakdos Charm. Because that Signal Pest can't be blocked by anything unless it has flying or reach. So we will take it. Go to 18. Alright, we just keep top decking lands, which is pretty frustrating to say the least. We'll play our Death Baron. Question is whether I swing with Timoret now that Death Baron's in play. I mean, if I keep Timoret back, he's less likely to swing with his Memnites. So I think that's what I have to do. I have to try to cut into his artifact counter, make him consider doing it. Yeah, cranial plating is bad news right now. Bad news. We really need a Rakdos Charm, a removal spell, anything. We've got a lot of those things in our deck, but doesn't mean it's going to do us any good. Probably keep him from swinging this turn at least. Yeah. Come on, removal. Man, we're not having the best luck in this tournament today, but that's okay. These things happen. Yeah, I think we're just gonna play out our second Death Baron. I think we're gonna swing with our first Death Baron. I'm also gonna play a Summit to sort of hint at Lightning Bolt, which I absolutely wish I had, but I don't. So we're gonna swing with this dude. Timurat can hang back, or the second Death Baron. I mean, I can block. The only thing I can't block is Signal Pest, so he's probably going to put plating on that, which isn't a lot of fun. Okay, there's an Ornithopter now, too. Really frustrating that we've drawn one removal spell so far in these two games, and we boarded in even more. Well, we only netted one because we took out 2 Dread Boars for 3 Rakdos Charms, but either way, it's been a pretty frustrating go of things. Yeah, that's going to hurt quite a lot. Can't block it. So we're going to take 8. And next turn we lose if we don't get removal for the pest. So that's what's key here. It's top decking removal when we most need it. Every removal spell in our deck can do it. Ha ha! Okay. Well, we're going to wait for him to... Actually, that still won't kill the Signal Pest because he can sacrifice a bunch of crap to it. Let's see here. I think we lose. I mean, he's also got the Ornithopter, who can just also take the cranial plating. Yeah, the Ravager can help keep him alive. I'm going to swing with everything, I think. And then I'm going to bolt the Signal Pest just right now to make him save it. I think we lose, but if we can get him to block a few things, but if he's smart, he'll just block and sack to the Ravager. But if we can get him to block and not sack to the Ravager, we'll be pretty happy. I could just hit the Ravager now. And maybe hitting the Ravager is the right move. But I'm going to be dead either way. Yep. He did what he should have. Okay. I think we want to bolt the Ravager now. I mean, we're dead, I think, no matter what. If we play a land out right now, we can bolt him and sack 2 creatures, which will put him at 4, which is nice, but it's too late to matter. We could knock him to 4 just for the sake of honor, I guess. But we're not gonna. I would have had to play a different land to do it. Doesn't make a difference. I mean, what I can hope for, I guess, is that he makes some kind of mistake here. And I can just bolt the Signal Pest. while he's attacking, you know. So we'll just see what happens. We have to hope for a mistake, I think, to win. Which is rough, but there you go. I'll probably bolt it at the beginning of combat, actually. It was really unfortunate we didn't see any of our charms, and we drew 2 removal spells between the 2 games. Would have been nice to draw something other than the lightning bolt. I said any removal spell would do it, but with the Ravager in play, that's not as true. I do have him thinking. He may be concerned I have something, and I do, I suppose. But not something that can win me the game or keep him from winning. But maybe he'll be wary enough with all my mana open that I have like a Terminate and a Lightning Bolt and all that. Would be nice if that's what I had. Oh, well, that's interesting. He's not going to have the double black to move this back to the Ornithopter. I mean, to the Signal Pest after I bolt the Ornithopter. He can save the Ornithopter in the same way, though. In the same way he could save his other stuff. Just going to bolt it now. It'll make him... Yeah, we'll just bolt it now. He actually can't kill us this turn now. Maybe I should have made him attack with everything. I didn't think that through enough. I probably should have made him attack first, then bolted, and then won on my turn. But I made a silly mistake. Yeah, I think I could have won if I'd bolted after he attacked. Come to think of it. I mean, maybe he still swings with everything. That'd be pretty sweet for us. But I kind of doubt it. Yeah, just the Ravager. We are ravaged. Okay, he's not going to tap one of his creatures to... yeah, man, I made him a big mistake there by bolting when I did. Okay, is there any way we can win here? We can, in fact, sacrifice 3 zombies, and I have 3 zombies to sacrifice, which will do 6 to him. So I'm going to play the ghoul first. I think I can get him to 1, unfortunately, is all I can do, is the best I can do. Oh, really should have let him attack first, huh? But mistakes are made. Ooh. No, I still can't kill him. Yeah, this game was lost because of a pretty bad mistake on my part. I should have let him swing with everything. It would have done more damage to me because the pest would have been able to swing. Yeah, I can only sacrifice 2 zombies. I don't have enough mana in play to do more than 2 zombies. So I'm just going to do it because why not, right? Yep, losing this game was definitely all on me. I could have won because he made the decision to move his cranial plating the way he did. Uh, I'll let him finish me off here. But yeah, I screwed up. Definitely screwed up. And if we'd won that game, we would have won because our opponent can't have beaten. Well, maybe in game 3 he could have beaten us in 4 minutes if he got a good hand. But man, well, we all make mistakes, I guess. Yep, that's all you need to do, man. All right, we're scooping. So we're 0-2 now. We lost round 1 because of bad luck. We lost round 2 because I made a stupid mistake. But the deck has actually performed pretty well despite those things. You know, we were a die roll away from beating our opponent in game 1 and in round 1 and in round 2. We were a bad play by me away from winning against Affinity, which is pretty nice. Maybe he wouldn't have swung with everything. It's hard to know, but if he had, which seemed pretty likely, we would have won. So bad math and bad play on my part led to that loss. Hopefully we can come out ahead in our next 2 matches. We can't finish in the prizes now, but at least finishing 500 would be, all right. So I'll be back for